I am all loaded up. The van's super full, and I don't know if you can see the car over there. We're gonna be taking that to my brother, but the journey begins now. We're out of Andy's place and ready for adventure. We actually spent the night last night at High Falls State Park, which is just a little bit north of Macon. It's in Forsyth, Georgia, and we didn't get in till late. Didn't go to bed till about midnight, actually. Had some time to just settle and process the fact that we are starting our journey now. Good morning, Forrest. Hey, puppy. We just spent our first night with the van down by the river. I was just telling Andy there's a little path that goes down that way, and there's a big river over there, which we haven't seen yet. We got in at about 10:30 last night, so set up late and getting up early to be on the road down to Florida. It's a short night, but the van is fully loaded and the adventure is beginning. So we are both very excited. We'll be dropping off the Subaru with my brother and then moving into that old thing. It's always hard to know what a campground is like when you're picking sites off a little black and white map or just a very graphic map. And I was hoping to get a quiet one, and I think I scored last night. Thank goodness, because it was so late when we got in. The campground host is way down there, and all the sites next to us are empty. And then there's a nice little gap before you get over to the campers over there. And surprisingly, it was a quiet night. Not a lot of generators, not a lot of noise. So we were very lucky. Forrest is dying to explore this little path down to the river, so we're gonna take a little walk. I just realized that I'm really hoping that there's no poison ivy on this trail because I'm super allergic. And that's the last thing I need to start my trip with. But here's the river. We're not going to go down that far. But there it is. Not really much of a view, but very peaceful. And by the looks of it, it's going to be a lovely day. I have never seen this before, but there's an osprey right there, and I've never been this close to one in the wild. That's awesome, and I'm gonna see how close I can get before he flies away. I'm inside, and I can't tell if he sees me or not. That's pretty cool. We were just taking a little walk around the block and looked up to see our friend the osprey. He is up there having his dinner and doesn't care about us at all as long as we don't go try to take his food. That's pretty awesome to see one just right in the neighborhood like this. Well, hello there. Aren't you a pretty bird? Bye. We stopped to visit with my brother for a couple days and celebrate the 4th with him. And this is his little farm and his big dogs. He's got goats. His neighbor's got horses, and it's really just beautiful here. Looks like there's hungry goats. Hello.
Oh, you're all big again.
Hi, kids. Y'all hungry? We don't bark at goats, Forrest. No, don't bark at the goats.
Joey right there.
Oh, that's Joey.
Yeah.
That's my namesake. Pineapple garden. Farmer John. Look at all, that's so cool. Hey! He's picking a carrot.
It's not, I kind of put my finger around.
You have to be very quiet to see the carrot.
Are we hunting rabbits?
Hunting rabbits. Where's Forrest? There's Forrest. Forrest never met a dog he didn't like. So he's over there making some new friends. We are cruising up the coast, starting week 2 of our adventure. Andy is pilot this morning. Good morning. Forrest is co-pilot. Hi, bud.
Dog is my co-pilot.
Dog is your co-pilot. Yeah, we left Andy's place about a week ago and I spent a few days in Florida visiting family. Got to spend time at the Ferguson farm, my brother's place up near Brooksville, and spent some time with my parents in St. Pete. Weathered tropical storm / Hurricane 𝘼𝙗𝙗, which thankfully turned into pretty much of a non-event, just a lot of rain and wind, and it's cleared up today. I just went through 2 nights ago, but we spent last night in Orlando with my sister and brother-in-law, had some fun playing games, learned Sequence, which is a new game for us, and now we are heading north towards Jacksonville and then on to Spartanburg to meet up with the friendly folks at Unaka Gear, where we're going to get our roof rack installed. So we're excited, but it's going to be a long day of driving today, so we're ready. Are we ready?
Yep.
We're ready. We're doing it. Against my better judgment, we made a stop at Buc-ee's. We checked it out the other day in Warner Robins, and we are now somewhere in North Florida near Jacksonville. This place is crazy, but it's also got cheap gas. Cheap gas? Cheap gas is good, right?
Where are the squeegees?
Oh, no squeegees.
Show me the squeegees.
Oh, that's a problem. No squeegees. So we haven't gone in yet, but we're going to grab some breakfast. But first, we are working on finding a better setup for Mr. Forrest here, so that he'll be a little safer in the car. He's wanting to climb up between the seats and visit with us, and we're a little worried if he gets in an accident that this leash would hurt his neck, and he's got a harness. So we're going to change his little travel setup here, and then we're going to run inside and grab some breakfast. So what's the verdict on Buc-ee's?
This was much more chill. Before, the first one in central Georgia was like going to an IKEA on a Saturday morning during an REI anniversary sale with a 20% coupon coupled with Disney World. This, below Jacksonville, Florida, is kind of like going to Garden Ridge. It's very chill.
Is there still a Garden Ridge?
I don't know, but if there was one, this is much more what
Would
it's
it be like, okay. So there you have it. Andy's official review of Buc-ee's.
Oh, and where the heck are the squeegees?
No squeegees.
100 gas pumps and you can't clean your windshield.
And they didn't have icy cups and icy lids, and it's kind of hard to fill your icy without a dome lid, so that was a little disappointing, but they must be really busy and running short on supplies. So we did find a cashier who had nobody waiting, and she told us it was the smart people line because all the other people on the other side of the store were waiting in lines like, what, 10 deep, 5 deep, something like that. But when we were ready to check out, we checked out really quick. So we're good. Ready to hit the road again? Yeah, let's go. We get all set up at our campsite here after, well, I'll tell you about that later, but first of all, ducks. They're just walking on by. Hey kids, how are you? Oh, Forrest is scared of them. Okay, ducks aren't easily deterred. So let me tell you, when we came into this campground at Croft State Park, we were supposed to be on that site down there. And unfortunately, as we were walking around trying to decide where to set our tent, we discovered that there were fire ants all over. So we went over to the ranger station and talked to them about what we could do. And they said they could put out some fire ant poison, but it would take a few days. They're like, oh, this happens whenever it rains. They come out and they crawl all over the place. So they offered us a different site, and we were hoping that we could move across the campground over that way, where it's more wooded, but unfortunately the site that they thought was available was not. There's somebody still camping in there till tomorrow. So we are here on this site, which really isn't bad. It is a pull-through site, which I guess is great if you have an RV. We are tent camping, as you can see. So it's not very private, and we lost our lake view, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, I'm happy we don't have fire ants crawling all over us or crawling in our tent, which that would really, really stink. So anyway, we are making some dinner and then we're gonna get up early in the morning and take the van over to Unaka Gear, get the roof rack installed up there and my solar panels, and I am super, super excited about that. So I will show you that tomorrow. Chef Andy whipping up a backpacking meal. Dinner tonight is chicken coconut curry.
Making it from scratch.
From scratch. What did you scratch to make that? Dare I ask? Hey Andy, what's missing? It's a big empty space here.
Missing all that noise from last night while we were trying to sleep.
What else is missing?
Remnants of breakfast?
A van? All right, we just dropped the van off with Unaka Gear, 6 Element Engineering, and they are going to put our roof rack on. They brought us back to the campsite, which was awfully nice of them, and that was Dan, gave us a ride. They're going to work on it today, and then they'll come back and get us, and we will be ready to load up paddle boards, and we'll have solar panels that we have to wire. And, yeah, making progress though.
Yep.
And Forrest says it's time to go for a boat ride. All right, we've got our canoe, and we are cruising around the lake. Turtle back there. Really pretty heron up here. He's a little shy, and as we get close, he's gonna fly away, but he's pretty. There he goes. Dan brought us back to the park after he dropped off the van. He said there's a trail that goes all the way around the lake that's really nice. We haven't done that one yet, so we'll see. At least out here we've got some nice breezes.
Hello.
That guy back there keeps making me wobble. I'm worried I'm gonna go in. Is it Andy or is it Forrest? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, there goes Forrest. You trying to drink some more, buddy? It's hot, isn't it? I'm cruising along, feet up, under Andy power. You okay doing all the work back there?
For the moment. The dog's finally chilled out.
Is the dog chilled out? Let's not talk about him because he might not be chilled out anymore. Hello, handsome. What you doing out there? Looks like there's a little turtle up ahead there on the stump. Kind of hard to see. He's probably gonna go swimming when we get closer, but we'll creep up on him and see what happens.